I'm on social media tonight, and that's mistake number one. I'm on social media tonight, and I tweet about my displeasure of Friday Night SmackDown. That was my mistake number two. You can't reason with social media. You can't reason with the people that exist on social media. They got the fucking brain cell of a fucking pen cap. I actively had people defending this show tonight. Now, granted, this was much better than last week's show, but that is a very, very, very low bar. Last week's show was so terrible, I didn't even want to sit in this chair and review the show like we usually do. Tonight, I had people actively defending Friday Night SmackDown for one reason or another. Oh, I love professional wrestling, JD. I'm sure that's the only thing in your life that shows love back to you in some way, shape, or form. Because you ain't getting it from anyone or anywhere else. I'll tell you that right now. Oh, why don't you stop watching, JD? I don't know. I mean, I did that last week, and I gave myself enough time to recuperate. Started the week off strong with some great content. We had a great week. It's Friday. We're right back to the same shit. And I don't know. Maybe it's my fucking job, and my livelihood depends on it. Can't just omit a Friday night stream every fucking week now, can we? That would be leaving money on the table. I don't want to be doing that. Why would we leave money on the table? Why don't you stop watching and stop screaming into the microphone, JD? I don't know. Well, maybe because when I scream into the microphone, it's warranted. It's my show. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And I'm talented enough to do it where we get millions upon millions of views on what we do on this channel every single month with 18 million social media impressions every fucking month. I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking good at what I do. SmackDown has largely been, is it worse than Dynamite, chat? That's a tough question, man. When we talk about the end of the year awards, man, what's worse, SmackDown or Dynamite? I don't think anything could be as worse as Dynamite. SmackDown's right there, and that's not really where you want to be. You don't want to be lumped into the same canoe as Wednesday's Dynamite. This show, all I ask every single week is just for a little bit of story, a little bit of story, a little bit. I'm not talking about some Arkham fucking Dark Knight level storytelling here. Though I wish everything we watch would have that level of grittiness and storytelling. I'm not asking for season 1 through 7 storytelling of The Walking Dead. I'm asking for just a little bit of storytelling. Just a little bit. I want something that's going to get me to a point where, for the first time in many, 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 many months, I could sit there after 2 hours and say, man, that was a good SmackDown. Man, I can't wait for next week's SmackDown. When was the last time we physically and emotionally felt that on a Friday night? In fact, here's a better question. When was the last time we physically and emotionally felt that in 2025? I honestly feel after John Cena turns heel at the Elimination Chamber on March 1st, I think all of us collectively felt that way. And then we soon thereafter found out how absolutely directionless John Cena's heel turn and heel run became. It's the only thing I could really think of. Another moment would be where Rollins and Braun Breaker got together after WrestleMania. And the Vision, without a name, aligned with Paul Heyman. Outside that, I can't really pinpoint anything in 2025 that emotionally grabbed me and said, man, I can't wait to watch what happens next. All I'm asking for is a little story. That's it. We have a SmackDown that consists of 2 hours. WWE has run the United States Championship gauntlet into the ground. I don't take the United States Championship to be a serious thing on this show. It's gotten to a point where Sammy made it relevant for 7 weeks. Dragunov is incredible. I love Ilya Dragunov. Though Dragunov is a great wrestler, he's better than great. He's a fantastic pro wrestler. I'm not feeling the same sense of Sami Zayn with Ilya Dragunov in the United States Open Challenge. I'm just not. At this point, we've seen this now for 10 weeks. We've seen this for 2.5 months. Sammy's done it 7 weeks. Dragunov now 3 straight defenses of the United States Championship. It's getting to a point where it's feeling redundant. But you got people defending this show. You got people defending Friday Night SmackDown of all shows. I don't know. Are these real people better, or are they AI bots? What are they? 10 straight weeks of a storyless United States Championship Open. United States Championship Open, any title open challenge, it is a recipe for laziness. It is as uncreative as you could possibly be. There is no real story that comes out of that. It's just a mix of opponents every single week, chosen at random to fill 15 minutes of your weekly 2-hour Friday Night SmackDown, with absolutely zero story going in and zero story coming out. Where exactly does that leave you with, oh man, I can't wait to watch who Dragunov beats next? Oh man, I can't wait to see who answers the call next week. The only people that are legitimately showing any sort of excitement towards that are the people who, I love all pro wrestling, JD. Those are the only people. We here are way too, we are way too in the camp of we want better television. We want quality. We're a little bit too sophisticated here. Again, granted, Dragunov is a fantastic wrestler. Sami Zayn is one of the best that they got. There is no story, chat. There is no story. So, there you go. Strike one. Jade Cargill cut a promo tonight. She won the WWE Women's Championship at Saturday night's main event, which lasted maybe 5-6 minutes tops. Went exactly how it needed to go. I've praised Jade Cargill's heel turn. I praised WWE's decision to follow up on the heel turn by giving her the championship while also at the same time protecting Tiffany Stratton with the quote-unquote worked knee. And she won the championship. Very Brock Lesnar / John Cena-esque at WrestlePalooza. I used the Braun Breaker Sami Zayn analogy from SummerSlam when he won the Intercontinental Championship. It was a massacre down the stretch. Power move after power move after power move, and Jade Cargill got the job done, and she looked dominant in victory. She comes on out, and we are expecting a promo. We're expecting how she feels. We're expecting what this means for her and what she's going to do with said championship. All she did was come out. All she did was come out with a microphone and the championship and present herself as Jade Cargill from AEW. I'm the new champion because I'm that bitch. And she dropped the microphone. Now, you could look at this one of two ways. One, absolutely waste of fucking time to even include that on television. Or number two, maybe it's better we did not get a promo because Jade Cargill sucks with a microphone in her hand. So if you were expecting some soliloquy by the new women's champion, you were highly, highly disappointed with what you were given tonight. Waste of my time. Now we got to sit through her entrance and a storm is coming. Meanwhile, Kathy Kelly could have asked these simple questions backstage and Jade Cargill could have done that in 30 seconds. Thank you for wasting my time. Looks like WWE might be setting up Charlotte/Alexa versus Jade Cargill at some point. They're going to have to because this division is so depleted, it is downright laughable. It's a comedy show. If there's changes on SmackDown that need to be made, it is within that women's division. Otherwise, Jade is going to be a quick failure as champion. Strike number 2. Lash Legend. She debuted tonight on SmackDown, and according to WrestleVotes, congratulations to WrestleVotes, by the way, they are now a part of the Fightful family. It's amazing that finally Fightful has gotten a show that is worth watching after all these months of subscription. Literally nothing worth watching over there. Joey Votes and TC are going to add some fucking class to the Fightful catalog. Congratulations to those guys. Love them both. Lash Legend. I've been somebody that has not been very hyped over the inclusion of Lash Legend. I don't really see what the big deal is. She's still very green, in my opinion. WWE introduces Lash Legend as a part of some new partnership with Nia Jax, and everybody's losing their minds. Everybody's going crazy, excited for Lash Legend. Lash Legend isn't the woman on that roster that I would show excitement towards for making a main roster debut. There are others on that roster that I would get excited about. Namely a Jordan Grace or a Mariah May, Blake Monroe, Jada Parker, Sol Ruka, Zarya. Lash Legend doesn't really elicit excitement to me. Especially when they don't really give you an explanation as to why this partnership is now a thing. It's like they don't really give an explanation for anything, nor do they care to. Why is Lash Legend now paired up with Nia Jax? Oh, we're going to show Charlotte and Alexa what a real friendship is. She's been my friend. I've known this since I've been in the ring with her. Either Road Dogg is a real fucking simpleton or they have 3-year-olds writing the script for Friday Night SmackDown. That's exactly what you call exciting. That's what you get excited over. That's what you get all hyped up over. Lash Legend and Nia Jax. The only thing I take away from that is that, again, Dave Meltzer's right. Dave Meltzer was correct again. What timeline are we living in? He got the John Cena tournament right. He's probably got the winner of the tournament right. Lash Legend he got right. What are we doing now? Where's Austin Theory? Let's make it 4 for 4, Dave. 5 for 5 is going to be when Lash Legend and Nia Jax are part of the Women's War Games. Then I think everybody owes 5 different apologies to Dave Meltzer. I don't see what's so exciting about Lash Legend. What's so exciting? The only net positive there is that the division needs bodies. Lash Legend adds another fresh face and another body to a very depleted division. That's it. I don't really sit here clamoring to see Nia Jax in any way, shape, or form against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. That's what I call picking up the remote control and changing the fucking channel to literally anything else. Lash Legend isn't going to help alleviate that. The MFTs. People seem to think that we want to see the MFTs on Friday Night SmackDown get embroiled with a feud over Sami Zayn and whatever the issue is. Him getting his United States Championship back, and he's got to take out Solo Sikoa to get there. I don't see how anybody is excited over the MFTs versus Sami and friends. His new collection of friends. Does anybody genuinely, and I mean this wholeheartedly, I'm asking this as a human being to you, one to another. Do you find yourself excited about the MFTs versus Sami Zayn, Rey Fenix, Shinsuke Nakamura, and the Motor City Machine Guns in some way, shape, or form for Survivor Series? Do you? What exactly about that screams excitement? What about the Motor City Machine Guns screams excitement to you? The fact that they've been off television and are considered basically jobber to the stars? Shinsuke Nakamura, who's gone babyface to heel, back to babyface again. Nakamura's been dead since the day that he lost to Jinder Mahal. He has never recovered. So pardon me for not giving a single shit about Shinsuke Nakamura. Poor Rey Fenix, he's got to be mixed in to this fucking colossal garbage storyline, if you even want to call it that. Poor Rey Fenix. And the sad thing is he's still better off in WWE than he was in AEW. And there you got Sami Zayn, who is the only redeeming quality of these 10 individuals. And don't get me started on the MFTs. You can slap whatever different color fucking face paint you want on them. Nothing is going to make them an interesting faction. Nothing is going to make them exciting to see. Absolutely nothing WWE can do will make me care about the MFTs. So again, I ask, how are you exactly enthralled by this faction warfare? I think we're up to strike 5 about now. And then Drew McIntyre got suspended after kicking a referee tonight in the main event between Cody Rhodes and Aleister Black. Are you sure you want to suspend Drew McIntyre when, well, I don't know, there's another very noticeable absence on this show. His name is Randy Orton. Where the fuck is he? Should we start shooting up the signal flares and asking where Randy Orton is? Is he on the back of a milk carton somewhere? Does he got lost posters hanging up by the bodega? Where is Randy Orton? Where is Randall Keith Orton? Where is he? But you want to suspend Drew McIntyre when there's barely a main event scene on Friday Night SmackDown. Now, again, you could look at that as a positive. Who wants to see Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes again? Maybe suspending Drew McIntyre is a good thing so we don't have to get Cody and McIntyre again. At this point, I don't even know what the fuck they're doing. Are they setting up McIntyre and Cody? Or are they setting up McIntyre versus Aldis? Feels like Drew McIntyre's got more of a problem with Nick Aldis than he does Cody Rhodes. Strike 6. So again, I ask, you bundle this all into one big present. Put a nice little bow on top. What exactly about SmackDown is it that you want me to sit here and openly glaze and speak positively of? What part? I can end the review right here. This show is as lifeless and is as soulless as Tony Khan on Wednesday. And that is not a camp that you want to be a part of at all.